The Housemaid director reveals how Blake Lively helped Brandon Sklenar get a role in the film. Did Blake Lively help actor Brandon Sklenar land a role in The Housemaid? Seems like the answer to that is a resounding yes. The upcoming psychological thriller, directed by Paul Feig, also features Sydney Sweeney, Amanda Seyfried, and Michelle Maroney in key roles. For those unaware, Blake and Brandon worked together in It Ends With Us. Now, Paul has revealed that it was Blake who recommended Brandon's name to him, as she was impressed by his performance in It Ends With Us. Paul Feig recently appeared on the May 1st episode of the Happy Sad Confused podcast. The director, in a conversation with the host, revealed, "I was a huge fan of Sydney Sweeney before we shot The Housemaid. I was just, like, I've to work with her. I had met Amanda Seyfried years before. We had drinks together to have a general meeting, and we really hit it off." Paul Feig admitted that although he roped in Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried almost instantly, it was the leading man that took him a little longer to cast. At that time, Blake Lively had already worked with Brandon Sklenar. Later, she joined hands with Paul to shoot the thriller comedy Another Simple Favor alongside Anna Kendrick. Recalling an interaction with Blake Lively, Paul Feig said, "Blake had just worked with Brandon on It Ends With Us, and she was still in the middle of shooting Another Simple Favor. They were doing reshoots and she was like, 'I'm working with this guy and he's so amazing. You've got to meet Brandon.'" After Blake Lively's recommendation, Paul Feig invited Brandon Sklenar for lunch to discuss the role. Interestingly, he selected the actor within 30 seconds. Heaping praise on Brandon Sklenar, Paul Feig said, "He's the most charismatic guy you've ever met in your life and so talented. There's a thrill of working with people you've worked with before because you know how to play with what they do, but there's a real thrill about working with somebody new for the first time, especially when they're delightful." The Housemaid, based on Frida McFadden's same-titled 2022 novel, will premiere theatrically on Christmas this year. Latest blogs.